Hi, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Thanks. Hi, this is CodeFisher channel and welcome to this new tutorial. We will create this web app from scratch with Laravel 6, Vue.js and Bootstrap 4. This application is all about submitting domains, so anyone can submit a domain to this application and it will be displayed on the main page. And also when you submit your domain, you can choose your category and subcategory, and you can filter the domains with categories and subcategories. For example, at the moment there are 4 websites submitted to this application, and we can filter them by categories. It's all done with Vue.js. It's a Vue.js component. So as you can see, we have test website 2 and best street foods in London. So for example, this must be inside the food category. If you click on food, you get 2 subcategories, fast food and street food. If you click on fast food, you can see nothing because there is no domain submitted into that category. But if you click on street food, you will see this street food. Also, you have 2 domains submitted inside YouTube category, both related to YouTube category, and they are also children of one of the subcategories. This one is related to finance and money, and this one is about tech and programming. So if I click on the subcategory, you will see only the related domain. If I click on tech and programming, you can see it's switch automatically without any page reload. So this is the advantage of using Vue.js component in your application. You can do filtering like this without any page reload. You can filter your domain array without any page reload. And of course, if you click on show all links, you will see all the 4 submitted domains again. So basically it's just a fiction website, so it's probably it wouldn't help for your SEO. I just made this up to practicing and learning how to use Vue.js and filtering and stuff like that. So basically what it says, link building is one of the most important thing in SEO. So you can submit your domain and you will be displayed on this website. You will get backlink to your website. So it could help to your SEO, but maybe it's under linking schemes by Google, which is a violation of Google's Webmaster Guidelines. We'll learn how to submit a website and save it in the database. How can we save the related category, and we can upload image as well to our website. We will learn how to use this Vue.js Vue text editor inside our component. So you can do even more advanced stuff with longer descriptions. Only 4 input will be required: the email address, the domain URL, the title of the website, and the short description. And if you click inside the input field and if you start to type in, as you can see, the error message has disappeared and we went back to the blue outline input box. So this is done with Vue.js as well. It's a Vue.js component, all this registration form. And as you can see, we will learn how to accept payments through PayPal. So if somebody I just demonstrate it. Okay, so if somebody typed in their details, then they can submit and they will be redirected to the PayPal payment page. So if you submit it, the domain is already successfully saved in our database, but to actually be displayed on the main page, you need to pay this for $4.99, and we will use PayPal Express checkout. It's a live version now, so it actually takes payments, but during the development we will learn how to use PayPal Sandbox, and we learn how to simulate payments, so you can test your application anytime you want, and you can fix bugs during the development. But at the moment this is a live version, and I will show you how to switch it to the live version. Okay, if I would pay at that page, my submission would be shown up here automatically. It detects the successful payments and show the paid links on the main page. Also, if we are ready with this application, we will deploy it on a shared hosting. I already bought this domain, getlink.today, and I deployed it on shared hosting, GoDaddy, shared hosting provider. And I also bought the SSL certificate as well. And we will learn how to buy it, how to set it up on a shared hosting. It's important if you would like to take card payments on your website. It's important to get this icon in front of your URL. And also we learn how to redirect every traffic to the HTTPS route without any www. So if I try to enter www in front of my website, as you can see, it's automatically redirect us to this route, to this URL. We do it with 301 redirection, which is SEO friendly. And of course we have a very small and simple admin panel as well. So if I try to access to home, it's automatically redirect us to log in, and we can log in. So as you can see, it's a very basic admin panel. I haven't spent too much time on designing. Our main focus is on creating this category, subcategory, and domain relationships. So we can filter through each domains and each categories and stuff like that. So as you can see, we can check our existing categories, and the subcategories belongs to that category as well. So for example, cryptocurrencies has 2 subcategories, finance has 3 subcategories, banking, money management, and insurance. Food has 2 subcategories, gaming has 4. If you would like to add subcategory or category, you can do that easily. So for example, if we have the gaming category, we would like to add a new subcategory like VR gaming, then we can do that easily. You can add the category here, but we would like to add one more subcategory to the gaming category. So add new subcategory. We go down to gaming, and we would like to add VR gaming to the gaming category. Hit submit, and if we check our categories again, if you check gaming, you can see VR gaming is included and attached to the gaming main category. So if you check the main page, and if you go to submit, go to gaming category, you can see you can choose now VR gaming, and if you type in your website here, it will be automatically attached to this category and subcategory as well. Right, if you're going back, you can see we can see our submitted domains. Only 4 domains are green because they are submitted to the domain and they paid. So it automatically turns in green and automatically show up on our website. The red ones are submitted to the website, but they probably canceled the payment or they lost their internet connection during the payment. So their payment hasn't gone through. So that's why they are red. They are saved in the database, but they haven't paid. And all the green ones are saved in the database and they paid, so they are automatically displayed on the main page. So basically that's it. As you can see, we doing loads of stuff like deploying and learning how to filtering array in a Vue.js component. Okay, so I think we just need to start it from scratch now. So first of all, as I mentioned, it's a Laravel 6 application, Vue.js and Bootstrap on the front end. So we need to install Laravel first. If you're not familiar with Laravel, I have previous videos how to install. It's a detailed how to install tutorial. And now I'm just quickly going through all the process. So if we visit the Laravel page, you can see the documentation. We select the latest version and you can see all the documentations, what you need to install a Laravel application. I'm inside my project folder and I already done this application, but we started from scratch, so I create a new one. I open up my terminal in this window and let's create a brand new Laravel 6 application. Okay, so the command is Laravel new and the name of your application. In my case, it's backlink app. Hit enter. It will take a while, but I speed it up. Okay, so our application is ready. Our Laravel 6 application is ready to work with, but don't forget to enter to this new Laravel applications folder. So let's cd and as you can see, we are inside our Laravel application now. And we need to do some extra commands as well. If you go back to Laravel page, we would like to create the front end as well. I would like to use Bootstrap and Vue.js on the front end, as I mentioned earlier. So we need to run this command as well. We will need to pull in Laravel UI. So all I do is just copy and paste here. Composer require Laravel /UI --dev. Hit enter. It will pull in the Laravel UI extension. Okay, that's done as well. So I would like to pull in Vue.js as well, and I would like the out of the box Laravel authentication scaffolding as well. So I will have a login and register page out of the box provided by Laravel. So I will choose this PHP Artisan UI Vue --out. It will pull in Vue.js and it will create the users table and the login and register page as well. Right, it's done quickly. Also, if we're ready with the application, then we would like to reuse the CSS file as much as we can. So cut out all the unnecessary and unused CSS from our application. It's good for your SEO because your page will be loading faster. In order to do that, I use Laravel purge CSS. If you type in, the very first link will be the Laravel Mix Purge CSS. So we also will install this as well. I use the npm install. Paste, hit enter. Okay, that's pulled in. Just for safety, I run npm install again. To see if everything is installed. Okay, so everything is done. Let's proceed with the next step. It's very easy, don't worry. Right, at this point we need to open up our text editor. In my case it is Visual Studio. Add our new folder. So my new application is inside projects and backlink app. Select the folder, add, and we have the Laravel application loaded in our editor. Let's go into the Webpack mix.js and add our purge CSS here. Just follow these steps. It's very easy to add anyway. We need this line. Add it here. And one more line. Chained here. There you go. Let's save it. So now if you run npm run prod, then it will compile all the necessary files like CSS and JS files, and it will cut out all the unnecessary CSS. So if you run npm prod now, it will reduce your CSS file as much as it possible. But we're not running the production command yet. We will run npm run watch. Typo. So it will compile our CSS and the JS files. Also we need to open two more command lines. One for our server, PHP artisan serve. We are inside the project folder, not in our applications folder. So let's open our terminal here. PHP. Okay, so our application is deployed on the local host. Here we are. This is the freshly installed Laravel application with login and register page as well. Okay. So at the moment we are not able to register any new user into our application because our database is not ready yet. So we need to create a database as well for our application. I already run a XAMPP on my backend, so if I go to localhost PHP my admin, you can see I got a database here. So I just wait a second, I switch it to English. So I create a new database by clicking the new on the left side. So my application name is backlink app, so my database name will be backlink app as well, but you can name it whatever you want. And I usually, well, not usually, I always choose the UTF-8 MB4 Unicode and hit create. So our database is ready now, but now we need to connect our database to our Laravel application. In order to do that, we need to go to .env file. And as you can see, here is the database connection. Everything is fine, even if we are in a production, but we need to change the database name. We just created this database, so backlink app. Our username is root, and we don't have any password on our local machine. If we deploy it on the shared hosting, of course, we will change the username and we will change the password as well. So make the database connection secure. Okay, let's hit save, and we would thought we are ready now, but actually it wouldn't work, because if I choose Code Fisher and test and I give a password, hit enter, and as you can see we get an error now, unknown database Laravel. So we just changed this variable in our .env file, but actually it hasn't been loaded to the local server, so we need to restart our local server and it will reload our .env file. So in order to do that, let's stop it with Ctrl+C and run the server again. Go back, and if we type our password, hit register, okay, so we went back, hit refresh, and we fill this up again. Hit register, and we are not ready yet as well, because we haven't created our user table inside our database. So our next step to do is open up a new command line. Open up a new command line inside our project folder. And we need to run a migration, so we populate our database. So as you can see, we have database folder in our application, and if we go to migrations, you can see we have users table here. This is the out-of-the-box, Laravel out-of-the-box user and login scaffolding. So it's done by Laravel by default. So if I run php artisan migrate, it's creating our users table, as you can see. If we check our database, we should see, yeah, and here we have our users table. So if we're going back now, let's try again, and everything is worked. We are logged in as a Code Fisher. We could log out, and if we check our database, we should see one user. CodeFisher test just being created. Okay, so that's it for this video. The next video will be up in a few hours, and we start creating the navigation and the hero section of our website. So we'll strip down everything and we recreate this section. It's basically Bootstrap and HTML and some CSS. Okay, please subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and like this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.